at the point guard position.
And midway through the season, is this the point in the schedule where players start to feel some fatigue set in?
Oh, yeah. The adrenaline of the beginning of the year has worn off at this point. Everybody is feeling it. This is when you're counting on that preseason conditioning to get you through the rigors of a very long season.
Rest and recovery, most important thing this time of year.
No substitutes for those.
And now the Atlanta Hawks starters. Johnson and Okongwu, the duo inside. Daniels and Risache out on the perimeter. And it's Alexander Walker in at the point. Now here's Johnson. In the game against Denver, very impressive. The three from Risache. Rebounded by Green. Here's Golden State. Pass to Butler. Outside, Green. Now here's Curry. Not a lot of room. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go from 11. And just over a minute played here to start the game. Tim, does it seem to you that Stephen Curry gets better when the buzzer is approaching?
Well, if that's true of anyone, it's Steph, B.A., a former clutch player of the year. He's very comfortable with the outcome in his hands.
Now here's Green. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Tipped.
3 misses in a row. Still looking for their first bucket.
To the paint. Here's Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Even though he's young, Daniels tends to make the right decisions with the ball in his hands.
Outside, Green. Back to Curry from deep three-point land. And that one's good. And Green with the assist.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
It's stolen by Green. Pass to Butler. Over Risache. Butler's shot is good.
Putting his body to work in the paint. Butler using his athletic skills to get it done.
And here's Johnson. To the middle. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Now here's Moody. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Outside Curry. Lets the three fly. Gets the three to fall. Curry's got 6.
Yeah, Curry just doing damage from deep. If you give him any separation, his three-point shooting is deadly.
Okongwu finds Daniels. The three from Risache. The Warriors pull it in. First chance of the season for them to go up against Atlanta.
They split their games last season and both figure to be fighting for playoff spots this year.
Butler can't get it to go.
And you see the frustration on his face. He had a great opportunity there, and he blew it.
And Grant, Stephen Curry said his goal was to play meaningful basketball games. With the arrival of Jimmy Butler, that proved to be the case.
Yeah, the Warriors have been looking to get Steph some help. The fit with Jimmy was questioned, but it's worked out better than most people expected.
And Post gets it to go.
I just love the ball movement.
Hawks trail by 6. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
There's a screen by Johnson. Alexander Walker, the pass to Johnson. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. That's a flagrant 1 foul.
Ooh, hard foul. Can't let him get away with that level of contact.
That's a simple call for the officials to make. Everyone knows the league is cracking down on that kind of intimidation tactic. The free throw drops for Johnson. And in the first year of a 5-year, $150 million extension, Jalen Johnson, a key player for his team moving forward, Legs.
And he's coming off that shoulder surgery, an injury which ended his season prematurely. And he's a lefty, so hopefully that won't be an issue going forward.
Let's not forget he's Milwaukee tough, too. And it's a completely new group here for the Warriors. Atlanta also making some changes. Kristaps Porzingis comes in for Risache. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Daniels. McCollum outside. Atlanta again missing. The Warriors lead by 4. And here's Podziemski. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. And the Warriors making a change here. Butler's checked in. Atlanta also making some changes. Kispert's checked in for Okongwu. Krejci comes in for Johnson. And it's Kennard in for Alexander Walker. Hawks trail by 4. Kennard passes to Krejci. Kispert outside. McCollum's got space. Cash money on the open jump shot.
Man, that is a quick release by McCollum. He got that thing in the air before the defense even realized he had it.
Pass to Butler. Puts up a 3. Kispert grabs a miss. McCollum on the wing. Defended by Podziemski. That ties the game.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
And here's Butler outside. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. It's a tie game in the Bay Area. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And from what we've seen here from the Warriors, what's your take so far?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
It's what the league looks like these days, but it's not always easy to pull off and execute it.
On the court for the Hawks, they've got C.J. McCollum. Kristaps Porzingis out there with Corey Kispert. Then it's Luke Kennard, and it's Krejci in at the small forward position. Now here's Hield. No points so far. Pass to Podziemski. McCollum with some nice D. Kennard on the wing, guarded by Hield. Kispert outside. Now McCollum. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Butler with the ball. McCollum covering. Butler can't get it to go. And so McCollum will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. They put up a nice win against Sacramento last time out.
They really had a strong night shooting the basketball. They got hot and stayed hot.
Well, I just thought they had the tempo exactly where they wanted it. To me, that was the difference in the game.
Now here's Hield. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. That one's good for 2. And the Warriors lead by 2.
And this is what Hield is out here to do. To score and to do it in many ways.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. For the Warriors. Green's checked in for Kuminga, and it's Curry in for Hield. A big group substitution here for Atlanta. Okongwu's checked in for Porzingis. Johnson comes in for Kispert. Risache, he's checked in for Krejci. And Daniels is subbed in for Kennard. The Hawks trailing. Legs, you look at the Atlanta Hawks. They are no strangers to the play-in tournament.
Yeah, BA, since making the Eastern Finals as a 4 seed in 2021, they've been a perennial play-in team. They're trying to find a way to make another deep run.
And Atlanta misses again. The Warriors have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Outside, Green. Horford, a screen on Johnson. And here's Green from the arc. Green able to hit from 3.
Yeah, he's a below-average shooter from distance, but when Green is connecting from out there, it really opens up the offense.
Pass to Daniels. From deep, Johnson. And the three-pointer goes. Johnson's got 7.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Now here's Butler. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Sacramento.
It wasn't just the scoring. He got others involved, too.
McCollum with it. He's covered by Curry. Shot's good by McCollum. McCollum's got his second basket of the game.
Oh, that's the definition of versatility right there. C.J. McCollum can score from anywhere on the floor.
Screen by Horford. The 3 is up. And it's Green missing. Hawks trail by 3. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, Brian. Stephen Curry hears folks complaining about all the threes. He said it's new and everybody has their opinion. It's not like I can go out and do a 360 windmill, drive down the lane and dunk on somebody. We'll see how it goes, but I'm hoping to keep shooting threes, so don't worry about that. EA, back to you.
That's his superpower. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot.
Well, this team really trusts McCollum with the basketball. CJ makes great choices when he's running an offense.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Here for the Warriors. Post comes in for Horford, and Moody is subbed in for Butler. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for McCollum. And Curry's got the ball here for Golden State. Outside Podziemski. Outside Moody. Right side Curry. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Nickeil Alexander-Walker picks one up.
Well, you never want to foul Steph Curry. Quite simply, the greatest shooter we've ever seen.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Curry. And Stephen Curry's been so good for so long. Tim, we tend to forget that early ankle injuries held him back.
Yeah, really, Brian, hard to imagine what he's overcome. Surgery in seasons 2 and 3, then strengthened his lower body and got those ankle braces. Sports medicine has unleashed a killer.
And so Curry nails both of them.
Yeah, he's as good as it gets at the line. Pretty much automatic.
Daniels outside. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. The Warriors lead by 3. Healed on the wing. Risacher covering. There's 14 seconds left in the half. Moody from outside. Ooh, the smooth 3 from Moody.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
The 3 from Risacher. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Golden State Warriors leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Coach Kerr. And Steve, what's your assessment of that first half of play and any changes in mind?
We'll see. We have to adjust during the game if we see something that's hurting us. But I thought the defense was pretty solid overall. We'll see how it goes from here.
Okay, more of the same. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
Hello, folks. Is this the halftime show? Yes, it is. And kicking it off, let's quickly look at the Western Conference standings.
Well, I think for the Warriors, guess they're playing decent, remaining somewhat competitive. Just feel like this team is stuck right now, unable to get to the next level, searching for the answers.
And talking about our game now, a very solid first half for the Golden State Warriors.
I love how they're running their offense. They look sharp.
Yeah, hitting shots at a high clip, they'll need more of the same to pull away in this one.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Man, it's been quite a game for Stephen Curry.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
Butler and Draymond are the 3 and the 4. Stephen Curry is out there with Moody, and it's Post in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the group out there for Golden State. And defense has been the strength of the Warriors. So what do they need offensively, Tim?
Well, B.A., they need more consistent scoring outside of Steph Curry. Jimmy Butler certainly has helped, but to win at the highest level, it requires more than one 3-level scorer.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
On the wing, Risacher. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. Moody passes to Butler. Now here's Curry, covered by Alexander Walker. Curry just carves up the D inside.
Well, his ability to make tough, contested shots look easy, it's just one of the many things that makes Curry so special.
Pass to Risacher. No good.
That's 3 straight misses to start the second half. Not what they wanted.
Curry from deep three-point land. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Hawks trail by 8, down low. Here's Daniels, and he goes in for the dunk.
Get it, young fella. Dyson Daniels has a lot of tools, showing his hops on that one.
Outside Butler. Back to Curry. There's the 3. Curry buries the triple.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Outside Risacher. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Alexander Walker with the bucket.
I'd like to see them run more plays for him. Maybe something in motion to make it harder for the defense to deny the ball.
Well, when you think about all the miles Jimmy Butler has on his legs now, how many more does he have left, Greg?
Well, he's been shouldering the load for a long time. But what separates him from the pack is his sheer will and his IQ. So he might just surprise us a little. And you see how dangerous Risacher can be from deep, especially considering how fast his release is.
Outside, Green. Pass to Butler. Outside, Curry. Nice D from Alexander Walker.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Risacher, no good.
And his struggles have been apparent, unable to make an impact scoring the ball.
Here's Butler. Back to Curry. Takes a three. Golden State with a rebound. Moody from outside. That shot is off. Hawks trail by 4. Pass to Daniels. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Now Okongwu, a valuable part of their offense, averaging a little more than 16 a game. And that one's good.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
41 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Outside Moody. And here's Curry for 3. Pure from three-point range. Curry's got 16 points.
It's been a modest night scoring so far. Maybe that shot will encourage him to get some more looks.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Now here's Curry. He's got 16. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Clock at 4. Oh, Curry, a magician inside.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Stephen Curry getting it done for the Warriors, helping them space the floor. 2 triples in that quarter. 3 for the game. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, coaches love unselfishness, and this is exactly what they're referring to.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And the Hawks, looking at who they've got, Johnson and Porzingis, they're inside. Luke Kennard out there with C.J. McCollum. And it's Kispert in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Kispert. Porzingis, high post. McCollum, the pass to Kennard. To the wing, right side. Porzingis against Horford. For 3, McCollum. It's tipped. Butler passes to Hield. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Where was the defense? Can't allow Hield to get this kind of positioning to throw it down.
McCollum outside. Kispert outside. Let's go with a 3. Kuminga pulls it in. Kuminga's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Butler. Down low. Butler drops it in.
That's a nice shot by Butler, living up to the nickname, Jimmy Buckets.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now.
Let's keep it going for your Warriors dancers.
Jackson Davis is checked in for the Warriors. Stephen Curry comes in for Hield, and a change for the Hawks. Okongwu's checked in. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Quinn Snyder had some words for his team over the break. He isn't liking what he's seeing out there on the perimeter, saying to his guys, defensively, we're too lax, and they're getting any three they want. And offensively, the ball movement, it isn't crisp, which is why we're not getting many opportunities from outside. I want to see improvement on both ends.
Great work, Allie. Thanks.
And they've just built this lead by attacking the boards.
And here's Butler outside. No luck on that one.
He made a three back in the first half, but that's it. We'll see if he can find his stroke.
Johnson finds McCollum. Oh, it's rebounded by Kuminga.
And if they want to come up with a win here, he either needs to start making shots or find another way to help his team.
Now here's Jackson Davis. From deep three-point range. Yes, sir! From way outside. You know, it seems like players today have more freedom with their shot selection than ever before, Tim.
Yeah, B.A., there's no question about it. I think you could actually make the argument coaches are particular in a different way. They're looking more for threes, layups, and dunks, not as much from the mid-range, and if you can add that shot, really makes you stand out.
So interesting. I've seen coaches take players out for not shooting open shots.
Oh, I wish I had that coaching when I played.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Post is checked in for Jackson Davis. Draymond Green comes in for Kuminga, and Moody is subbed in for Podziemski. Atlanta also making some changes. Risache, he's checked in for Porzingis. Dyson Daniels comes in for Kennard. And it's Alexander Walker in for C.J. McCollum. The Warriors lead by 10. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Curry, the triple drop.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
Now here's Risache. Here's Daniels. Fires the three. Oh, Green rips down the board.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Butler outside. Left side Curry. Beyond the arc. Buries it from outside.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
I think the key here is to be careful about playing it too safely. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Now here's Daniels. Well, Tim, with the new CBA, we're likely to see a lot more multi-team trades just to make the money work.
Yeah, B.A., it's more complicated than ever to trade guys straight up. So now teams have to find ways to make moves that involve bringing in an extra team to absorb salaries.
Those puzzle pieces just got a lot more complicated.
So hard to figure it out.
And it's Daniels with the ball for the Hawks. It's a 16-point game.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Warriors.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
Looking at this year so far, this will make 22 wins for them.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next two matchups between these two should be fun.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Stephen Curry.
Yeah, no doubt. He was the most impactful player for their offense tonight.
And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
All right, to Allie LaForce with our player of the game.
Thanks so much, Stephen. A big-time victory tonight. What aspect of this win pleases you the most?
It was a full team effort. Obviously, you look at the stat sheet, but the little things I'm talking about that we did to win the game tonight are huge. And that's when it's winning time, we showed up, and that means a lot.
It's got to feel good to see it come together. Thanks so much.
All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff there. And that'll do it, folks. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. And let's reveal our player of the game, Stephen Curry.